Hey YouTubers, this is EMDSD14R, and this is New Trainz Part 51. That's right, finally Part 51 of New Trainz is here, and I have a lot to cover, as you guys can see. So, let's get started. So we'll just start over here to some of my HO trucks here. I recently bought this one from Nicholas Smith, and I just decaled it for the ER&W Railroad, which is really cool. And I've already had this one, but I also decaled it. Now we'll get into the locomotives. We'll start with the ones in the back. There we go. Had to get it focused. So these are my Southern Pacific X NREX SD45T-2s. There are currently 4 of them. This is number 9300. This is 9307, 9308, or 9303, sorry, and 9308. And I basically just decaled them for the ER&W Railroad. And they still retain all their Southern Pacific details, of course. The 9307 here was another 9308, and I just re-decaled it and numbered it, which is cool. Same thing with this one. Re-decaled it. Well, didn't re-decal it. I just basically masked off the numbers and turned the 8 into a 3. Still trying to figure out the number board though, but because the numbers aren't painted on the outside, they're painted on the inside. So in order to change them, you got to take the whole number board out, which I don't want to do that. And then this is the first unit I did way back when, number 9308. So if I find another tunnel motor, I will get another one, but as of right now, there's 4. I do have another SD45T-2 that's the Pacific and Northern unit, but that's not in the same number class as the 9300s. It's a totally different number class. So going back to the front here, this is a bid that I won on eBay. This is the Jeep 26-1. Basically, it's a 4-axle version of the SD26. So the original owner custom made this unit. They used the hood of the SD26, the cab of the SD26. The battery boxes and nose are from a Jeep 38-2, and the frame sill is from a Jeep 38-2. The fuel tank has been modified to be an extra capacity fuel tank. Overall, I like the model. It's an Operation Lifesaver unit. Overall, I like it. When I first got the unit, I had to do a lot of work to it. Like, I had to redo the nose on it because the nose had a gap here and between the cab on both sides. And then I had to do the front pilot again because the original front pilot, which is behind this one, had all this glue on it. So I had to take another pilot from a Jeep 38 unit, sand it down to almost, I would say almost paper thin, but not quite, and graft it onto the front of this one to get all the details back on here correct. And then I had to swap the railings off because the front railings on this unit were broke, as were the rear railings. So all it needs now is MU cables and air hose details. But it's an unusual unit, a 4-axle version of the SD26. I think it's a cool idea. And moving on to these 3 units, these are my SDL38s. So as you guys have seen in the previous videos, I've been making different changes to the units, and I've been looking for undecorated units to actually swap out shells with, because the shells that I have aren't really that good. Plus, one unit didn't have a box, so I had to find extra units to get the box for that one unit. Well, I found that. So finally found my high hood unit, which was great. because I did actually have plans to make a high hood unit, but I thought I had to put it on the back burner for a while because I couldn't find one that was a good price. Well, I went on Trainz. That's Trainz, and that's on eBay, but you can also go to their website. And they actually have great deals on model trains. Like you can get high quality locomotives for a couple $100. I think I paid like $70 for that unit with DCC. This one I got from a private seller. Wasn't too bad, but brand new. Yeah, it's undecorated. So that unit I swapped. So this unit I swapped a shell onto that chassis. But this one I just used that chassis, or I swapped the shell into another chassis. And then this is the Santa Fe unit. Of course, this shell is going to get repainted. But if I find another undecorated shell, I'll just swap it. And the railing popped out. That does happen from time to time. There we go. But had to replace this railing over here because this one was damaged. So I got the railing off my CSX shell and placed it over here. But all I need is one more unit, which I have the chassis for it. The chassis is complete, and you guys saw that video how I make the SDL38. So this is the brand new chassis, which belonged to this unit here, but I used it to make the fourth and final chassis. So I need another undecorated Jeep 38, and then I'll just swap shells, and then I'll have all four of my SDL38s, and then I just need to detail them and get them painted. So the next units I should say, are my Rapido GD1. So I have N scale and HO. They both came from Trainz. They both were great deals. This one is actually unique because it's a factory error model. So the Cuban Railways GMD1s, they had a 5-axle design. So the front truck or rear truck was the A1A branch line truck, and then the other truck was the flexi-coil truck. This one came from the factory with both flexi-coil BB trucks, and that's highly unusual. It's not every day you get to see a factory error model, but I have one, and I confirmed that with Trainz because they got it from their distributor brand new. So yeah, and this was the cheapest one on eBay. I think I got it for like $120, $150, where everybody else is selling theirs over $200 and something dollars. Even the non-sound ones are expensive. This here is the HO version. This is the A1A version. I sublettered it for the ER&W Railroad, so it's now owned by the ER&W Railroad. This unit was $176, which with sound and DCC is dirt cheap. It needed TLC, so all the railings, like some of the railings were missing and some details were broken off it. But other than that, it's mechanically sound. I contacted Rapido. They should be sending me some replacement railings out for it. Everything works. I just need to put a new horn on it, a new bell, a new antenna. Other than that, and a new drop step in the front. I do need air tanks for it, but I'm not too worried about that. I mean, you can't beat that because these units go for like $340, $400 in some cases, and the A1As are hard to find. So I knew I was getting myself into when I bought this. Glad I did because this engine is awesome. Next up are the SD14Rs. So we'll go with this one first because this is the first one that I did. This is actually a Walthers unit. So this is the first Walthers unit that I tried this conversion on, and it came out great. I changed the horns on it as well. So you got the RS3L in the front, and you got the Leslie honker facing towards the rear. Rotary beacon is functional and everything. This is the non-sound version. And the railing's loose again. One thing, when I bought this unit, it came with loose railings. I got this one from Nicholas Smith Trains in Broomall, PA. And the front railings, for whatever reason, were just super, super loose. Yeah. So I'll fix that later. But yeah, this is the SD14R, one of them. And basically this is my version of the SD10, SD18. It's an in-between model of those units. So that's my variant. And here's the next one. This one actually has sound in DCC. This is the Conrail unit. I lettered it for ER&W. Which is cool. That was a fun little project I did. This unit is different than most SD14Rs in the fact that the rear of the unit, well, the rear on the long hood is the front on this unit, whereas on the other SD14Rs, the short area here would be the front. So that's the only difference between this unit and other SD14Rs, is that the long hood is still considered the front of the unit. Great puller, great units to buy if you can get your hands on the Walthers units. And now we go to the FM Trainmaster. So this is my first FM Trainmaster, well, my first Atlas FM Trainmaster that I bought. I got this from Trainz. $97, guys. $97 for the non-sound version. 97 bucks. Brand spanking new. Trainz, you got to go to Trainz, guys. If you want something obscure and unique that you can't find anywhere else for a good deal, they more likely will have it, and if they don't have it, they can get it. I got my Nozomi, my Ten Shoto Nozomi JR500 from them. Paid a little bit over 800 bucks for that set, so that's a steal considering what those sets usually go for. But back to this train, I lettered it for the ER&W, and it's a great engine. It's super detailed. I mean, and it's so heavy. Like, this has got to be one of my heaviest engines. I would say weight wise, this would rival my Bachmann China DF11 as far as weight. This thing is just heavy. I actually had one of the horns broke off, so I had one of the spare Rapido horns, and I cut off one of the horns and made it a 2-chime air horn. So the 2-chime is facing this way, the Leslie honker's facing that way. Just thought I'd do something different with that. And then another locomotive that I got from Trainz is the Scale Trains C39-8. This is the GE demo unit, which, by the way, these are pretty hard to find now. I see a couple on eBay, but I paid about $225 for this one. And the only issue was that one of the rear etched grills fell off. I just took my modeling Q-tip and some Zap-A-Gap glue, put that on there, put the grill in, and yeah, there's nothing wrong with this unit. And a matter of fact, let me just turn this thing on so you guys can hear it. Let me start it up. So yeah, that's the Scale Trains C39-8. Um, I'm thoroughly impressed. Like, more than thoroughly impressed, I'm extremely impressed with Scale Trains. And I plan to get many more of their locomotives. I mean, the quality is just out of this world. The sound is just crisp and spot on. The operation is just impeccable. Um, yeah. Moving on. The next trains are my Rapido Horizons. Guys, if you can get yourself some of these, I highly recommend, because Rapido has done it again. They hit a grand slam, mega grand slam. The detail on these cars is exquisite. Um, I mean, everything, just see-through walkways, the doors, the diaphragms. The couplers on them are Rapido type couplers. I don't really like them, so I replaced them with KD158 scale couplers, and I tested them out on the curves, and believe me, these cars love KDs. They are KD compatible to no end. I got these from Nicholas Smith Trainz. This was the last coach they had in the Phase 4B, or Phase 6 as it's known. And then they had the dinettes. So I got the last coach and the one of the dinettes. They still haven't gotten their Phase 3s in. This was about maybe 2 or 3, I think about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yeah. They still haven't gotten their Phase 3s in. So when they get their Phase 3s in, I will pick up a couple of them. But great cars, and they're super free rolling. Like, you can just touch them just like a little bit, and they just move. Like, it's amazing. They just knocked it out of the park with these cars. And I paid $95 a car, which some places on eBay are selling them for $85 a car, but $95 a car is not bad, considering you get full interiors with LED lights, and let me see if I can turn off the power pack here. So if I unplug this, the lights stay on because there's a capacitor in there. They stay on for a few seconds, and that helps them over dirty track. So that's a cool feature that they added as well. What else? Next, I have my Southern Rail Hobbies, Southern Rail Models, concrete tie cars. These are basically, well, that's what they are. They're concrete tie cars. Let me see if I can take this one out. The load's gonna probably fall out, but I was expecting that. So these are from Australia. I think I mentioned that a few seconds ago, but and brand new these cost $120. No, brand new these cost sorry, correction. Brand new from Southern Rail Models, per pair it was $220. So just buying 2 cars from them was $220. These are since sold out on their website. You might be able to find them online occasionally. I found these from Trainz, which is, yeah, you can find anything there, guys. So I only paid $20 for these. So yeah, I got 2 freight cars that were $220 brand new for $20 from Trainz. Now this is their original box, but obviously it doesn't have the sleeve on it or anything. But yeah, and they came with, you could order 2 types. You could order the types that had the concrete ties, or the types that had the bins that actually held the old ties. So mine actually had both, which was really, really cool. So yeah, I'm glad I got that. And the way that the cars are designed, you can actually like make your own if you wanted to. So yeah. And then I got this PRR hopper. This came with a group of hoppers that I got for free from one of my friends. Found this guy on Craigslist that was giving away HO trains, and he said, "Hey, dude, do you want some of them?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." So this was like a month or 2 ago, maybe actually longer than that. But yeah, I got Bowser hoppers in my drawer that I've already put together. Those are the ones I put together. But yeah, all these free trains from this one guy. And then I got this from Nicholas. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Get this off the Rapidos. It's a little bit messy, guys. But there we go. But yeah, I got this from Nicholas Smith a while ago. Decaled it for the ER&W. This is a Bachmann cement hopper. Yeah, 2-bay covered hopper. But they're good. They're good hoppers. I like them. They're good quality. Yeah, stuff's falling all over the place. Had to make do with the room I had. And then I bought this car. This is a Walther's coal gondola. I decaled it for the ER&W. Got that a couple months ago. And then probably the hardest kit I ever had to build was this ACF EB Models ballast hopper. This is probably the hardest kit that I had to put together. Got this off of eBay. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it. But it was worth it. I got the Walther trucks on it with the KD couplers. Again, 158 couplers. It rolls great. Rolls great. I'm going to paint it for the ER&W. Bowser actually bought the molds from EB, so they will be bringing these out later this year. Milwaukee Road, I think Union Pacific is another one they're doing. I don't know what. I definitely know Milwaukee Road's one of the roads they're doing. But when they come out, I'm definitely going to get those because I need those for my ballast train and my rock trains. And then I got LRC coaches. I got the new Via LRC coaches, but I'm not going to show them because they're, you guys know what they look like. But yeah, this is what I've been up to, guys. This is what I've been up to the last several months. More stuff is coming in. I got I got like one train coming in from France. Maybe two. What else? I got 2 of the RTL turboliners on order. I got the X2000 demo unit, and I got the Acela version of that. I think I'm calling it the Acela. It's probably not the right name for it, but I got those 2 on order. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming in. I will say this though, I'm gonna start cutting back on the buying because I'm at the point right now I have almost everything that I want and everything that I need. I'm just gonna get a few more things to just finish off my collection, and then I'm gonna stop buying for a while. I might buy a couple things here and there, like wheels, couplers. I'm definitely gonna get a couple of the SDL39s from Scale Trains, so I'm gonna get like maybe, I say at the minimum 2, at the maximum 3. But other than that, I'm trying to cut back on the buying. Plus I want to save up for my dream car. Yeah, I want to save up for my dream car. So yeah. Anyway, just wanted to share this video with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the question at the comment section, and please subscribe because I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers this year, guys. I know I haven't been posting videos like I used to, but I need to get to 10,000 subscribers. I need to get to 10,000. So I appreciate you guys helping me get there. I appreciate you guys helping me get to where I am today. I just need to get the subscribers to match the views on my channel. So any bit helps, guys, and I really appreciate it. No matter how small it is, it means a lot to me, okay? So God bless, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.